On Genesis verse 2:10, it says, a river from Eden, water of Yeha, is distributed to 4 directions. Genesis verse 2:11 to 12 says, the first river that flows out of Eden is Pison or Shewa. Then it branches off into the land of Havilan or Yeha, in the land of Zahabe. The water shrank, which is example of 1,000 sick. In Amharic, the word Pison or Shewa literally gives a meaning of father of 1,000 become, or happy 1,000 years come, or father of Shewa come, or rested Shewa come. While Havilan or Yeha means first for first, if you don't have or first separate water, or could it be the province known as Wello in Ethiopia, which in the past included the area where the Afar people live in today, which is a desert area. Curiously also, there is a province in the current day central Ethiopia known as Shewa, from where the river today known as Awash flows to the Red Sea, passing through the desert area of the Afar people. But there is no record as to when the province was called Shewa. Therefore, we cannot be sure whether it was named because the area is the place mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, or it was named because Ethiopia had an earlier copy of the Hebrew Bible and named the area as such. Genesis verse 2:13 to 14 talks about the remaining 3 rivers that goes out of Eden. The King James Bible translates Genesis verse 2:13 as the second river Gihon or Yeha encompasses the whole land of Ethiopia, or encompasses the whole land of Cush. Curiously, in Amharic, Gihon or Yeha literally gives a meaning of with Yeha yes come, or with Yeha become, or with of Hawa or Eve come. While the current name of the river Abai, which is the name Ethiopians call the Nile River, means father of, but in my opinion the original name of the river might have been Abba Yeha, which means father Yeha. When the Hebrew book of Genesis verse 2:13 is transliterated word by word into Amharic, it rather literally says, yes, 1,000 come, river first rained, Gihon or Yeha water first branched of you from for land Kawash or Cush. The verse is saying that the river branched to the land of Cush. It does not say it encompasses the whole land. The Nile River does not branch off to Ethiopia, but it flows out of Ethiopia to Sudan. Therefore, Cush is most probably Sudan, not Ethiopia, while as per Genesis verse 2:10, Eden most probably was located in Yeha, Ethiopia, because as Ethiopia is a highland country, rivers flow out of Ethiopia to neighboring countries, not the other way around. The third and fourth river are Hiddekel or Haddekel. The first river before it hid, or the first river before Assyria, and Euphrates or Ferrata, the water that comes radiant. In Amharic, Haddekel or Hiddekel means first illegitimate, or one red or one decapitate, while Euphrates, Ferrata means false, or seeds or fear. Therefore, Eden might be located between Ethiopian rivers Pison, currently known as Awash or called Awash, and Gihon, currently known as Abai, and Syrian rivers Hiddekel and Euphrates. Also, Ethiopia is known as the water tower of Africa because rivers flow out of Ethiopia from the west to Sudan and Egypt, from the east to Djibouti, from the southeast to Somalia, and from the southwest to Kenya. According to the Hebrew book of Genesis chapter 4 and 5, Lamech went to Sheba after 7 generations from Cain. When he went to Yeha to see Eden, where Adam was created, and also to have children. It says Lamech got with a Yeha woman, who is also a Saba woman, and had Noah. But after some time, Lamech came back to Israel with Noah. In Amharic, Noah or Neha literally means come first or you are. When Noah became of age, he went back to Yeha, Ethiopia, to see Eden and have children just like his father Lamech. Noah married a Yeha or Saba woman and had 3 children, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. In Amharic, Ham means Hamme, first mother. Shem or Shemme means delegate or 1,000 mother, while Japheth means divorced. Noah took his children to Israel, but after some time, God ordered him to go back to Eden because man had corrupted the earth with evil. God said to Noah, he will destroy the earth with water, so he has to take his children and go back to Yeha, to a higher place, to escape the water. Therefore, Noah traveled with his children to Yeha and escaped the flooding. Following the biblical story and the saying since the Middle Ages that Mount Ararat is located in Turkey, if we search for high places in the Middle East, we find 2 high peaks in Iran and Turkey. But both peaks are volcanic mountains, one active, the other dormant, since ancient time. Therefore, it might not have been suitable for human settlement. The next nearby high places suitable for settlements are found in Northeast Africa, specifically Ethiopia and Kenya. But since Ethiopia is the first country you reach, it follows that Noah might have settled in Ethiopia. Surprisingly, the Hebrew book of Genesis, chapter 5, 6, and 8 indicate that Noah might have landed indeed in current-day Ethiopia, because names like Aseb or Asebe on Genesis chapter 6 sound similar to the name of a port on the Red Sea coast, which was part of Ethiopia in the past. Also, the name Ararat or Ararese or Arare on Genesis chapter 5 and 8 sounds similar to the town name Ararti and to the mountain name Yerer, which is 2,754 meters high and 51 kilometers far from each other in central Ethiopia. On Genesis chapter 8, there is also a word or name Shewa or Shewa, which sounds similar to the name of a province found in central Ethiopia, where the mentioned town Ararti and the mountain Yerer are found in. Could all these names' similarities be just coincidental? The word Shewa is first mentioned on Genesis chapter 2, which seems to first indicate God's blessing of Adam for his wish, or that God blessed Shewa. In Amharic, Shewa literally means 1,000 years. On Genesis chapter 2, it indicates that Adam retreated when he had a child, or he went to Shewa. Then on Genesis chapter 3, there are phrases saying Yeshewa Feke and Teshewa Fenneke, which literally means of 1,000 years blossomed, or of 1,000 bird from, or of Shewa blossomed, while the second word means with 1,000 years father with, or with 1,000 bird come from, or with Shewa father yes, respectively. On Genesis chapter 3, it says, Aseb or Asebe, yes come, yes river, by Aseb or Asebe, born, or thought he happened from by thinking born, and with Shewa punished from. The word Aseb or Asebe gives 2 meanings. One is he thought, while the second one could be name of a port on the Red Sea, currently in Eritrea, but in the past was part of Ethiopia. Therefore, the 2 words Aseb and Shewa found together indicates to its being a place names found in Ethiopia. On Genesis chapter 3, it continues to say, 1 Shewa and its soil is enough to feed Adam. On Genesis chapter 4, it says, punished for his sin at Shewa, and Cain came to Shewa. Starting from Genesis chapter 8, it talks about Noah landing and mentions the word Shewa or Shewa together with the word land, which indicates that the word started to have a meaning of being name of a place. Lastly, it talks about Noah being renewed at the land of Shewa. In the province of Shewa, in ancient and current-day central Ethiopia, there are monolithic churches like Washa Mikael and Adadi Mariam. Though they have not been carbon dated, Washa Mikael Church is assumed to have been made in 320 AD at the time of King Ezana, while Adadi Mariam is assumed to have been made in the 12th century AD by King Lalibela of the Zagwe dynasty. In the 12th century AD, the Solomonic dynasty was restored in Shewa province of Ethiopia by King Yukuno Amlak. But then in the 16th century AD, Shewa was overrun by Ahmed Grain, backed by Ottoman Turks, and churches, monasteries, palaces, and people's lives were destroyed. That little legacy remained. But from the Hebrew Bible, it can be seen that Shewa and Aseb, or Shewa and Aseb, were ancient places located in Ethiopia, or at least the names were biblical and old. So what do you think? Please subscribe, comment, and share.